Chris Sewall here, baseball card collector, investor, dealer, in that order. Welcome, everyone. Today, just want to share a few cards that I've picked up recently in collections, mainly collections from viewers of the channel. And these are cards that I found a little more unique or interesting, or there's some sort of story behind them. So we'll go through them one by one and share the story. And we'll share things like what I paid and what they're worth where applicable. Also have a couple channel announcements, which I will share at the end for anyone who wants to stick around for that. Okay, and like I mentioned, these did not all come from the same collection. These are from a few scattered collections, but these were cards I set aside because I thought they were sort of particularly interesting. 2017 Topps Definitive Pedro Martinez autograph, and what's really cool about this is it comes with an inscription, El Grande, which was his nickname, and I couldn't really find a comp on this. This card's serial numbered out of 25. If it didn't have the inscription, it would probably be like a $75 card, something like that, but with the inscription, there's no comp, so I don't really know what to think of it in terms of value. I paid $75, so I'm assuming the inscription is going to add quite a bit, but I don't really have a sense. That's when I'll sort of price high and sort of see what happens. Next card is a 2004 SP Threads. It's called Premium Patches, and this is Curt Schilling. And look at that patch. Beautiful three-color patch. It's numbered out of 50. I'm not sure why the patch is purple. He's on the Red Sox, so if anyone knows why that patch might be purple, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think he was on the Red Sox. Maybe this was when he was with the Diamondbacks. I don't know, but this was back in the day when the guarantee on the back gave you a lot more description than it does today. This patch was cut from a jersey worn by Curt Schilling in an official Major League Baseball game. Blah, blah, yada, yada. Not like today where it's, we guarantee this, I swear. But the fact that it's purple, maybe something's wrong with it. But I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. It's numbered out of 50. And I paid $40 for it, which, it's probably high, but you don't see those earlier patches with multicolors on it very often. Another one I'll price high and see what happens. This card I assumed was worth nothing when I first saw it. 2008 Upper Deck Semi-Pro, and it's Will Ferrell as Jackie Moon. It's like a promo for the movie, obviously. And there are actually 3 cards in the set. It was Will Ferrell, Woody Harrelson, and Andre Benjamin. But the Will Ferrell is the most valuable. Again, I would have thought this was like a quarter card or a dollar card when I saw it, but they actually go for like $40 or $50. And the collection I bought had something like 5 or 6 of them in it. And so when I first saw them, I just thought they were worthless. But I looked them up and paid accordingly. But yeah, I have a bunch of these now. A couple went to COMC. I think I'm going to send a couple to hoodies. And the one here I'm sending to PSA. I think I already sent one into PSA. This will be the second one I send into PSA. This card I just wanted to share because of the story. 2023 base, CJ Stroud Prizm rookie. It's not a rare card at all. But I actually opened my first box of cards in literally probably 20 years. And that's not an exaggeration. People come up to me with packs a lot and we'll open up a pack together or things like that. But I have not purchased and opened a full box. And I bought a blaster box of this product, 2023 Prizm, from the card store I frequent. It was like $50 and, there were 6 packs in there. And I kept saying over and over, I'm going to lose money on this and, no chance I'll get my money back. And on the last pack, I hit a CJ Stroud here, which is worth like $25. So I'm actually still going to be down. I'll probably get $40 out of it, and I paid $50, but I got a lot closer than I was looking at least. And so, yeah, CJ Stroud here. That's a card from my first box in some 20 years. Bought a really nice vintage collection recently, which included this Hank Aaron rookie. And yeah, this is an original 1954 Topps Hank Aaron rookie. You don't see a lot of these out in the wild anymore. Always exciting to get such an iconic card in any grade. Now, this is obviously very, very low grade. You can see heavy paper loss on the left there. It's got rounded corners and it's sort of like light creasing throughout. I don't know if you can see the creasing in the video here, but yeah, it's got light creases throughout the card. But I mean, still very, very exciting to get a Hank Aaron rookie, of course. Now I'll send this off to PSA or SG. I might go with SGC on this one actually, but I'll send it off to PSA or SGC. It'll grade authentic. I guess in theory it could grade a 1, but I think it will grade authentic because of the heavy paper loss. And PSA Authentics or SGC Authentics on an iconic card like this are all about eye appeal. It has a really, really high range of what they sell for. Like it's something like $800 on the low end and $1,500 or even more on the high end. This will probably end up getting towards the lower end of that scale because of the paper loss, and hence the not super eye appeal. But always cool to get a Hank Aaron rookie. I mean, or any of the all-time iconic cards in any condition, as again you just don't really see them out in the wild anymore. So, that's always sort of exciting. But next, bought a collection which included a rainbow run of 2005 finest Terrell Owens. And this was, 2005, so there weren't that many parallels. There was only like 6 or 7 cards, but still pretty impressive run. He had every single one except the super fractor 1 of 1. But the card on the left is the black xfractor. It's out of 25, and this one was numbered 01 of 25. You also had the gold xfractor, which is numbered out of 10, and he again had 01 of 10, and he had this 101 as well. Again, he did not have the superfractor 101, which would be much more valuable than this one, but still, I mean, an impressive run, right? I mean, out of 25, out of 10, and a 1 of 1 from 2005. Pretty cool. And I think I paid about $500 for the run, and there were like 3 or 4 other cards that weren't super rare, but like at a 199, 299, things like that. And I'll be, splitting it up and selling the cards individually, which is, the most efficient way to sell it. And now, whenever you see a collection like this, where obviously somebody hunted cards down and put it together and put in the time, you feel a little bad breaking it up, but hopefully the buyers of the individual cards will be putting their own collections together, and Terrell Owens fans or whatever. Check this one out. 1966 Topps Batman card number 1, the Batman, grade SGC 2.5. This set itself is not super rare, but card number 1, Batman, and number 2, Robin, are the 2 cards that have the most value. And I believe 1966 is the first year where Batman appeared on a card. I think so. If that's incorrect, please correct me in the comments, but I believe it's the first appearance on cards, 1966. And here's card number 1. And yeah, even in sort of lower grade here, sells for about $100 or so in this grade. It's actually a pretty nice 2.5, I would say. I included this one just because I thought it was a perfect vintage bargain example. 1941 double play, and you got Mel Ott on the left here, who's an all-time great. He's I think he was the 3rd player to hit 500 home runs. I don't know the guy on the right, Burgess Whitehead, it looks like, but yeah, Mel Ott is a legend, and this is a very, very solid grade. It's SGC 4.5. on a card that is 90 years old, and in this grade, this card's only worth about $100, and to me, that's like I don't know, it's just a good deal, doesn't it seem like? Mel Ott, 90-year-old card, solid mid-grade, SGC, $100. If this was a regular rollers, this would be the last one I showed that week, and it would be my, ending on a vintage bargain example here. Next card's actually a PC card, and I've mentioned a number of times I'm a big fan of U.S. soccer, both the men and the women, and I basically collect one great card of every notable player who's ever played for the team. And this is a 2021 Parkside NWSL auto Trinity Rodman, and she's a young superstar for the U.S. women's national team, and this is really her best card. Like, it's her first auto. It's quite a rare card. This one's graded in SGC 8, which is not a great grade for a modern card, of course, but it's just a very, very low pop card. It's tough to find. If you go on eBay, you'll see astronomical asking prices for it, like $1,000 and up. I think this is realistically worth more like $400 to $500 in this grade. I paid $400, and it will go into my collection for now as my Trinity Rodman card. If I ever find one in a better grade, I'll upgrade it, of course. But for now, this will be the Trinity Rodman representative of my U.S. Women's National Team collection. And I did save the best for last here. Look at this thing. It's a cut auto of Roberto Clemente, and he obviously signed a baseball, and somebody cut up the baseball and sent this little sliver into PSA DNA. They authenticated it as an authentic Roberto Clemente autograph, and this is the first Roberto Clemente autograph I have ever owned on any level. Pretty exciting for me. For those who don't know, Roberto Clemente, an all-time great, he died in a plane crash during his playing days while he was still active in 1973. So his autograph is obviously very, tough to obtain. Just not a lot of them out there, and this was just a very, very cool piece of history for me here. Now, in terms of value, I estimated the value of this is at about $2,500. It's a little tough to evaluate, but that's sort of what I came up with based on some comps, and I asked a couple friends for their thoughts on it, and yeah, that was sort of it's probably about a $2,500 item. And I bought it as part of a large collection, so it's not like I have a specific price that I paid for it, but it's probably in the 70% range, so that would be what, $1,750 or so. But that's it. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And just 2 quick channel announcements here. One, I'll be doing another question and answer video coming up soon. So if you have a question for me and anything at all about your collection or investing or dealing or my channel or whatever it would be, you can leave it in the comments of this video here, or you can email me. My email's in the description below. Either way, I'll include your question in the video. And secondly, I'm going to be at the Silver Spring, Maryland show this Saturday. I'll be set up there. I have a booth in the front, so if you want to come by and say hi, that would be great. Or if you have a collection you'd like to sell me, you can just come on by. If you'd like to set that up ahead of time, you can email me again. Email's in the description below. But really appreciate everyone watching. Hope to see some of you at the show, and have a great day. Thanks, everyone.